Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Remote Control Sports. Before we begin today's show, we want to ask that you please like and subscribe. It's right down there. If you're watching, you might as well do it. It takes 2 seconds. So please help us out and help yourself out by not being bothered and wondering when is Remote Control Sports going to come out with a new episode? You'll know because it's in your subscriptions. It's right down there. Please help us out. On today's show, we're talking about new NFL uniforms. We're talking about the NFL's virtual draft. And we're going to talk about Chili's. That's right, Chili's. Brie Ledoux, one of my favorite people in the world, joins us to talk about Chili's and sports. She knows nothing about sports, but we have her on anyway. Absolutely hilarious. So much fun. Stay tuned for that. And we're going to talk about what's been bothering us this week. A fun-filled show. It's all coming up next. Disclaimer, we're wearing different shirts in the next clip. This was a 2-day shoot. So a lot went into this. All right, let's roll the intro. All right, welcome to the episode, everyone. We're going to start today's show with the talk of the sports world. And finally, there is something to talk about in the sports world. The Last Dance episodes 1 and 2 aired last night. My perception of Michael Jordan changed very positively. What are your thoughts on all of this?
I didn't really knew that last 97, 98 season. I didn't really know that he carried his team like that, and like in the way that he did, even like during his earlier years in the league, the way that he just like took over, came in as a 21-year-old and just gained the respect of guys way older than him, been in the league longer than him. I think it's just incredible. So yeah, it's changed a good bit.
Now, Dylan, the villain in all this was Jerry Krause. Do you feel badly for Jerry Krause at all from episodes 1 and 2?
Absolutely not. And the biggest takeaway I had from all of it was he's the villain in all of this. You know, he's the Carol Baskin of this documentary because
that's how they portrayed him. You didn't really have a choice but to hate him. Is what I didn't like.
Okay, and I know there are tensions, and I know that they really didn't get into those specific tensions. They did portray Jerry Krause as the villain. But, I mean, you have a guy like Phil Jackson who is about to win your second three-peat. And you're automatically saying, you know, this is going to be your last year. Regardless of what happens, you can win all 82 games or you can lose all 82 games. You're going to get fired and released at the end of this year. And Michael Jordan already came out and said, I'm not going to play for another coach. So you knew that they were going to rebuild. And I just didn't like it. Plus, the negotiations with Scottie Pippen, I mean, he was for sure underpaid, and you got to blame his agent for that. His agent did not help him at all in that case.
I heard that his agent did not agree with Scottie signing the deal. My argument to you, why are you getting upset at ownership for that and executives for that? If your star player says, I'm going to sign a contract that is underpaid, you're going to tell him, no, Scottie, you should take a lot more money from us. What do you do? No, he didn't. That was just smart of him.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not really necessarily blaming Jerry Krause for it. I just don't like, you know, hearing it now and hearing that he was the 122nd highest paid player, 6th on the team at the time, and he was the second-hand man to Michael Jordan. You know.
What was the biggest takeaway for you guys? We're not going to Richie because Richie didn't watch it because Richie doesn't like fun.
How in the world did you know I didn't watch it? You don't know that.
That is not a.
You haven't said anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I was busy last night. I was working on the doc. I did follow all the live tweets. I did see that. I saw the Twitter media storm, but I did not watch it. You got me.
Well, we're gonna quiz you here in a second, like we did Jermaine with Tiger King. But really quick, what is the most surprising thing from episodes 1 and 2 for you guys?
Honestly, my biggest surprise was the fact that Michael Jordan in high school didn't make his varsity team after his sophomore year.
How have you not heard that story?
I don't, because, okay, and this is why I like this documentary. I didn't grow up watching basketball. I grew up watching basketball like super late. Like it was in the 2010s when I started watching. Obviously, Michael Jordan was far removed, so I didn't even have like a thought process of Michael Jordan. You hear about the GOAT, and you hear about the Bulls and the dynasty that they had and the legacy that he brought. But this is the first time I'm actually seeing it. And I just thought he was a dominant player his whole entire career, you know, from high school to college, because I knew about North Carolina. but I thought he just dominated through everything. So seeing him actually struggle first, that kind of surprised me.
Jermaine, did you have anything?
It's the big one. Like Scottie signing a 7-year deal is like insane for like a guy that young. It's like I know contracts were different back then, but it's just like that's insane. Like it's insane.
Yeah, I have two. The more practical one is that all my life I've just thought of Michael Jordan as this emotionless basketball robot, and so for him to like have a personality was just shocking to me. The second one was that the USA Network owned the rights to the draft. That blew me away. That the draft was on USA. That's crazy how far the NBA has changed. All right, Richie, we're going to quiz you now. Not really going to quiz you. Just ask your thoughts on some things. So, what did you think of Bulls ownership?
I don't know. From what I've heard, I mean, they won 6 rings. All right. So there's that. But also at the same time, I don't understand the whole Jerry Krause saying, I don't care if you win or lose, you're going. I don't know what kind of business practice that is. Like, if he's there, if he's winning, if he's not causing problems in the locker room, what's the point of that? I don't get that business practice.
All right. What'd you think of the State Farm commercial?
Well, it didn't have what's his name? Justin or whatever, the dude in khakis, so it's not the same.
Justin from State Farm. My last question to you, what did you think of the Chicago Sting? Big Chicago Sting guy?
I mean, I do like Chicago. My best friend lives there. Believe it or not, you can take a train ride from Hammond to Chicago now. It takes like 9 hours, but it's super cheap. I've always wanted to do that. So
you didn't answer the question.
Yeah, way to dance around that one.
Well, the city is Chicago. That's what you said, right?
No, the Chicago Sting. Are you a big Chicago Sting guy?
Oh, the team? No.
Oh, all right. Not a big Chicago
Richie,
Sting guy.
Who are the Chicago
Who are the
Sting?
Chicago Sting?
They are a professional sports team.
What league? Give me the sport at least. Give me the sport.
I'm saying, isn't that soccer?
All right, I'll give him that. I'll let him take that. You are right. It is soccer.
Believe it or not, I used to keep up with that in like 2014, 2015. I was big on soccer for a little bit. I watched the World Cup. I played a lot of FIFA, so I kind of know. Like I know
they weren't in FIFA.
The worst soccer play I've ever seen in my life was what's his name? Altidore, right?
Played for Josie Altidore.
Team.
Yeah. You did a lot better than Jermaine did. So it was a lot less entertaining, but you did better. All right, we move into our next topic. That is the NFL virtual draft. The NFL draft is this Thursday. It's very exciting, but they did a mock draft earlier this week. It went terribly according to reports. Richie, I start with you. I mean, why wouldn't it? Like, it's going to be bad.
Of course it is, because you have all of these coaches, all these general managers set up in their own home who most of them don't know very much about the internet. Like the biggest problem was with the glitch was that the bandwidth was like nothing. Everything went to a snail's pace, and a lot of them don't even know what bandwidth is, to be honest with you. They don't know. Like we were talking about it earlier, one of the head coaches had texted a reporter saying that their internet went out during the mock draft because their kids were all on the iPads. And if I'm being honest with you, I would expect something like that to actually happen in the actual NFL draft, because what's to stop it? Everyone is so spread out. Now, I'm sure coaches are going to tell their kids, get the hell out of the house. All right, for 3 hours. You're not coming in.
Wow. So you think coaches don't care about their kids? You think coaches are going to try to give their kids coronavirus?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that is exactly.
Wow, Richie.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
How low do you think these people are?
Yep. I mean, well, anyone in the sports world is just absolute scum. Especially the people who like to talk about it and analyze it, and the ones who try and do these stupid little sports talk shows. I mean, I can't stand them.
like you're never gonna make it on YouTube. I wish people would realize that. All right, here we go. I am so aggravated with all this. Okay, here's the issues. Here's the issues. One, oh, we might miss our pick, or we might get the wrong pick. So you're telling me there's not two ways to do this. If the Bengals internet gets disconnected, we can't just email someone that we're taking Joe Burrow. We can't do no. We got to do it like this. Yeah, that can't happen because it's 2020. Oh, we're at a snail's pace. It's working at a snail's pace. You know what already is at a snail's pace? The NFL draft, because it takes an hour to get through 6 picks. That's a snail's pace. So I think that's a welcome sign that it's at a snail's pace, because it's already, it's staying the same. That's great. And then for me to hear that a head coach, not an assistant coach, a head coach is struggling with the bandwidth, go down to Charter and get some new Wi-Fi. You're telling me you don't have the money to get some new bandwidth, whatever bandwidth is. I don't even know what bandwidth is. I don't exactly know what it is. But you're telling me that this multi-millionaire is struggling with the bandwidth? Good God. Shut up.
Is that your right?
I agree.
Dang.
I'm just I'm tired of hearing these people tell me how awful this virtual draft is going to be. Shut up. What do you think they did before all this? They go back to the 40s. Tell me how the draft went. It went just fine. They used to draft people into the Army back in the day, and it went just fine. They weren't picking 32 players. They were picking an entire country, and somehow we won a war based off it. So I think we'll be fine for 3 nights in April.
Yeah, but the difference is for all those drafts, I mean, I don't know about the U.S. draft, but for the old NFL drafts, they were still there in person. It just really wasn't televised, but you still had the managers and the coaches there on person. The big problem with this is the timed picks.
But that's what I'm saying. You're telling me we can't just, okay, let's say I run out of time. So we know who you're going to pick. Just email it. Just email to somebody. It's not like you can't email somebody. Why are we acting like this is do or die? Like, no, even in Madden, it's not do or die, because a little notification comes up saying you have to make a pick. It's going to be the same thing.
They should just do the automated draft like they do in any NFL thing, where you don't make the pick. All right, next highest player up just goes. Even if you don't want him or not, just go right there.
It's
whoever's on Mel's big board, that's who goes next in the draft. That's how the draft is going to go.
Honestly, if these general managers and head coaches would just play fantasy football for 1 year, they could figure out how to do a virtual draft.
They can get on a Zoom call for all I hear. It'll be better off than what they're doing now.
Yeah.
I agree with John. I don't know, for some reason I didn't really think of that. Just send an email. Whoever is making the pick, after you agree on, okay, we're gonna take this specific person, just send the email or a text. It's so fast.
And look, I've never been this excited for the draft because there's nothing else going on. I welcome the draft. Okay? But there's absolutely 0 point for why we need to have a virtual draft. There's absolutely nothing that couldn't just be done from, hey, it's your turn, email me who you want, and we'll get them to you. There's no reason why we even need to hold a virtual draft.
Well, you know why they are.
But you don't have to. That's what I'm saying. So for us to sit here and say, oh, it's going to be a disaster, I tell you how you fix it. You don't do it because you don't have to. All right. Final topic of the news today. The Patriots have released their new uniforms. Everyone has a uniform now, a new uniform that is. Dylan, you're the Patriots guy. Your thoughts?
It's just the blue is obviously just the color rush. They just took the color rush and they made it their primary. I don't like the white jersey for the sole reason of I don't like the red, the red stripes on the sleeve. I would rather it blue. But I know what they're doing. So the whole blue jersey, the whole color rush jersey, is they took the old retro red jersey and they made it blue. That's the same concept, the same idea, which is the same thing that they're going to do. So once the NFL, if they do, lift the idea that you can change the helmet they're going to bring back the red jerseys. That's what it is. I don't like the white jerseys though. I don't.
Well, I mean, what do you want them to do? Like, you have to wear.
I know, but I would rather it not have the red stripes. I don't like the red stripes on it. I prefer it to be blue. Honestly, my favorite uniform release, and it didn't even change, is the Colts.
Oh, but does that count? Does that count?
It does count because they technically did come out with a new uniform. It is different from the old one. But no other team. I mean, the Browns came out with some decent ones, but the Colts had the best.
Jermaine and Richie, both of you, same question. Best new uniform.
That's tough. I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I like the white actually. Those are my favorites. I like the red stripe actually. That's what kind of sold it for me. And it's like a really clean look.
It's disgusting. The red just doesn't look right. The red does not look right. It's too much red almost to me.
You're out of your mind. What?
Isn't it like a secondary color?
Huh?
Isn't the red like the secondary color?
Yeah, but I would rather it blue.
Why?
I'd rather it blue with maybe the red in the middle.
What is wrong with you?
It just looks better. The two red looks bad.
How much blue do you want though? Like, good God,
all
you
blue.
want all blue?
Yeah.
Well, you can do blue and silver instead.
There you go. Do something different.
Something different. That's all they do.
Yeah, but I like the old uniforms way better than these. Like the
color rush, red.
The color rush were cool, as we've showed them like 3 times a year. Now you get to see it every single week, so I don't like it.
That is such a Patriots thing to complain. Now I got to see it all the time. Ugh.
It's just not my favorite. It's just not my favorite.
I don't like this jersey because I have to watch it all. What do you want them to wear? I don't like that we wear our jerseys all the time. That's what?
The jerseys they wore last year. That's what I want to wear. Pretty simple. Plain and simple.
Richie, go ahead.
I don't like the Patriots' new uniforms.
Thank you.
I also laugh at them because it's like, your girlfriend leaves you, so you go out and you get a new look just to try and wow people, but then it absolutely just does not look good.
Well, what don't you like about it?
Exactly the same thing that Dylan said. I don't like the white jerseys. I don't like the red. It just doesn't look good.
It looks completely different. It looks so weird.
I need to look at this real quick so I can make sure that I'm not.
It's too much red there.
Different.
I would have liked to see, obviously then the white jerseys changed. I would have liked to see a full red jersey. I would have liked them to see them go really old school and bring back the red, but just new age. I think that would have been so great, and bring back the white helmets too.
They will once that gets lifted. They already announced that they said they're going to do that.
That's good. They should. That would look much better. The Browns are really crisp. I do like the Browns, but the Buccaneers are my favorite.
Okay, give me your rating on the Patriots, 1 through 10.
All right, since you want me to do a
professional score.
Professional score, I'm gonna give it a. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not my favorite. I'm gonna give it a 5.3.
Jermaine,
the white and blue jerseys together, I'll give it a 7.6.
Pretty high.
Yeah,
pretty high.
All right. I really like the white ones, but the blue, it's just
Dylan,
6.3.
I give it a 6.6. I don't love it. I don't want anybody to think I'm loving it, but I think
what do you think about the red? You've seen it now. What do you think about the red on the sleeve? It's bad, isn't it? I told you it is so bad. It's not what you.
It doesn't go together.
It just stands out. Like when you look at the jersey, that's the first thing you see. I told you it is so bad. Point proven. We're good. I made my point.
It's time for a new segment on the show. We don't have a name for it yet, but we've brought one of my best friends in the whole world, Mj Lebron, on. Mj, how are you? Nervous. Okay. This all came together really last minute, so we can't thank Mj enough for being here. What we're going to do is we're going to ask Mj a bunch of questions about what's happening in sports this week. Mj, would you consider yourself a
week?
Yeah, this week.
All right. Okay.
Mj, would you consider yourself a big sports person?
No.
Okay, great.
I played NBA 2K twice, maybe.
How'd you do?
Eh.
What are you drinking?
Cabernet.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. So let's just start with this. What were your thoughts on What were your thoughts on The Last Dance?
The what?
The Last Dance. What were your thoughts on it?
Sounds like a movie on Lifetime.
You were right about half of it.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
So what were your immediate thoughts?
I cried at the end.
Pretty good.
It's really-
Dylan, you got anything to ask?
So the NFL draft is this Thursday, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Who is going first overall?
Who
Just
do I
throw it in
even know? Cam Jordan?
Cam Jordan going first overall. Okay. Jermaine, you got anything?
I couldn't remember any of their names. And I think Reggie Bush is gone. So
Yeah, he's not there anymore. But that would be a bold take. That would be a hot take.
I'm doing my best.
Jermaine, you have anything?
Yeah. The big news that happened today was Rob Gronkowski going to the Buccaneers. What do you think of that move?
Good choice for the Bucks.
You think that that's something that's going to improve the team?
Who said we had to improve it?
You think they're good just the way they are?
I mean, yeah. They're. What else can they do?
You're not wrong. Now, obviously, there's a lot of talk about what sport is going to return first. I want to know which one you think is going to return first.
Where'd they go?
Coronavirus.
Oh. Well, if it's past, they canceled like NBA, so that's all over. So wouldn't that they're not gonna like reschedule it, are they? So that can't be that.
Okay, process of elimination. All right.
I'm gonna go with baseball.
All right, cool. Who's your pick to win the World Series this year?
Astros.
Ooh, that's a hot take. Now, what are your thoughts on this whole Jose Altuve thing?
He was good in one of those Quentin Tarantino movies.
Great, Bree. I'll finish with this. So if you're an NFL GM, what does that mean?
But I have to know what GM is first, or is that the question?
That was the question. What is it? What is a GM?
General manager, in my experience.
Very good. Okay, and since you are the Chili's expert, what can we expect from Chili's moving forward?
Chili's is open for to go daily. And the second lockdown is over, we will be back the day immediately after. We just don't know when that is yet. But we have no chill. So we will be back out there. As soon as y'all hear something, we will too.
Are you team hamburger or team, what is the other team?
Oh, team rib, team burger, team margarita.
And which team are you on?
And team fajita. Team fajita.
100%. Bree Ledoux, one of my best friends in the whole world and a great sport. Bree, thank you so much for joining us.
I knew more about Chili's than the sports.
I think for most people, that's better. I wish I knew more about Chili's.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
It's time for remote control venting. We're going to just let out our emotions about what's been bothering us this week.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Two things. Well, it's the same thing, but on different topics. The first one is on Twitter debating who's the GOAT, MJ or LeBron, and the second one is just debating music in general. I hate it so much. I hate the music because everybody has a different taste, and everybody is gonna have an opinion on, oh, this person is better than this person. This person is better than this person. It's useless just to argue with Mark2257 NJ on Twitter that, oh, this person is the GOAT. He's a better rapper. This album, I hate it, and I'm tired of seeing it. And last night it really got to me after the documentary. Oh, well, LeBron could have never done this. Oh, LeBron this. I'm like, shut up. I almost said a bad word. I had to, like, dude, it's so bad. It's just so bad. And I had to mute words for like 2 hours last night. It was so bad. I just hate it. I don't like it. Just love the documentary. Watch the documentary. Like it. Watch it. If you don't want to, if you're a LeBron sexual, that's fine. Just watch the documentary. Enjoy some basketball. Tweet, oh, this is a great documentary. #Last Dance. Tweet and just get over it, and let's move on about our day. Let's tweet about the draft.
I need a definition of what a LeBron sexual is.
A LeBron sex. You know who Cash Nasty is? That is someone.
Yeah, Dylan knows who Cash Nasty is.
You don't watch 2K on YouTube?
No.
But a LeBron sexual is basically somebody who thinks LeBron is the greatest person to ever step foot on a basketball court. He thinks the greatest player to ever play. And they will defend that until they take their last breath. That's what a LeBron sexual is. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I've never heard of that before. You gotta put it in the dictionary. Gotta go in Urban Dictionary.
This is without a doubt my favorite segment.
That needs to be on the front page of YouTube. That clip right there.
In the 3 weeks that we've been doing this show, that automatically is my favorite. This is my favorite segment. I hope we do it all the time. Richie, tough to top it. Do you have anything that's bothering you?
Yeah, mine's not going to be nearly as funny as Jermaine's. I'm desperately trying to finish this documentary, and I've got it in a good place, but I'm just frustrated because so much of it has been thrown off because of the virus. I mean, I had 3 interviewees drop out because of it, between the current head coach, Chase Fourcade, and Donovan Kaufman, and I've had to
name dropping.
Yeah, it was. Look, it was gonna be great. I mean, the documentary is still gonna be really good because I put a lot of work, a lot of love and passion into it, but because I've had these interviews fall through, and it's not their fault at all. I don't blame them. It just stinks that this has happened because I've been looking forward to doing this so much, and I've had to completely work around it, change the documentary, and it's not going to be what I originally envisioned. And I'm still going to love my finished project. It just bothers me that this is a way it's going to have to go out because we're running out of time and there's no way to get what I really wanted.
Well, everyone, send Richie some good vibes. He's going to pull through. Dylan, I can't tell if you're frozen. I think you're frozen.
Am I here?
Oh, there you are. Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
I have Hulu, Disney Plus, and Netflix, and I still don't have anything to watch.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what to watch. I get bored. There's nothing to watch. I just don't. I'm very picky.
Dude, there's so much stuff. Have you ever watched Dexter?
No.
Oh, I'm Richie. This is that is my venting. That is what I'm going to be venting.
Really?
Dexter. All right, I have two. So my first one is similar to Jermaine's, and that's the Mj Lebron debate, but it's specifically geared towards people who were born in 1997 and on, because I think that's the real cutoff. If you were born in that that generation, then shut up, because none of us we didn't watch a single minute of Michael Jordan. We didn't watch a single minute of Michael Jordan, and if you're gonna tell me that he's the best player to ever play the game, then no, you're just being influenced by other people. You have I'm not saying LeBron's the best. I'm saying LeBron is the best we've ever seen. He's the best we've ever seen. You've got 2 players that we've ever seen, Kobe and LeBron. That's who you can say. You can't put Michael Jordan in there. He may be the best ever, but we don't know. So stop telling me Michael Jordan's the best when you didn't watch a single minute of him play basketball. I'm so tired of it. No, LeBron's the best that we've ever seen, and that's where the argument should end. My second one is Dexter. All right. I just finished season 4. And Richie, you know how season 4 ends.
Was that the season? Was that the
It's
Trinity Killer?
It's the Trinity Killer, and it ends in a bathtub.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! For those of you that have watched, I'm going to spoil it. I don't even care. When Rita died, a part of me died because, like, I've never felt so strongly about something in television while watching something than Rita dying, because Rita was what made Dexter whole. She was what made Dexter human. Nothing else about Dexter is human. I told Rebecca. Rebecca has watched it. She wanted me to watch it. I've been watching it. I told her I don't want to watch it anymore. There's nothing about the show that is redeemable without Rita. I don't care what happens to Dexter. I love Dexter. I really do. But he's an empty human. He doesn't care what happens to Dexter because he's a psychopath. He has no emotions. The kids are kids. They're going to, like, I don't want to see their pain. They've lost both of their parents. I don't want to see that. I don't want to be around that. And now I got to start season 5, episode 1, and I got to deal with Rita not being there. And I'm just not ready for it. I'm so upset and broken, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be so tough, and I cannot believe. And you know what really aggravates me is when Dexter killed Trinity, he killed him with kindness. He set up the train. He put his song on. And you know what the dude did? He killed Rita anyway. He killed Rita anyway, and he still put the freaking train on for him. That's not fair. He didn't even get to call him out for killing Rita. God. This is going to be a great segment moving forward. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. Whew. Make sure you're following us on Twitter. That's Remote C Sports, Remote Control Sports on Instagram and Facebook. You can listen to the show on Anchor and Spotify. On Thursday, and then it'll be up Friday. Hopefully, it's going to be a lot of editing for Dylan. We're doing live reactions from the NFL draft. We're all going to record our live reactions. They're all going to be edited together. Should be a fun one. Anything you guys want to add for today's show?
Excited for the draft.
Second time Jermaine said that. Maybe we can get a compilation of Jermaine just saying should be a good draft, or he's excited about the draft. Anyway, guys, remember to like and subscribe. It's right down there. It means so much to us when you do. Thank you so much for the support so far. It has been fantastic, and we will see you later this week. Have a great time watching the draft.